My presentation is on the gorillas and the convergence of art forms. First, I'm going to give you just sort of a taste of what the gorillas is with a video of their single, Feel Good Inc. Then I'm going to talk about the band, because it's a virtual band and it's kind of a very innovative idea. Then I'll go over the band members, the discography and music, and the convergence of art forms. So that's kind of what the gorillas is like. It is a virtual band, though. The music is actually represented by animations, as you just saw. The creators, Jamie Hewitt and Damon Albarn, were roommates who sort of came up with this idea to do something new with music. Jamie Hewitt was an animator, and Damon Albarn was the guitarist and lead singer of the band Blur, a British band. And what they did was they came up with this idea to have the animations represent their music. And then they brought in other artists to collaborate with them in this effort. And Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewitt are actually the only two members of the band who are permanent. Collaborating artists include Damon Albarn, one of the co-creators, Dan the Automator Nakamura, who is a San Francisco hip-hop producer and artist, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, cousin of Ice Cube, who is also from California, and he has also produced and wrote hip-hop stuff. Danger Mouse, who actually had the brilliant idea of mashing up Jay-Z's Black CD, or Black Album, with the Beatles' White Album and made the Gray Album. So just very innovative people here. Other collaborating artists include De La Soul, Sean Ryder, Debbie Harry, Dennis Hopper, and Martin Topley-Bird. So continuing, the band itself. 2D is the lead vocalist. And in the narrative of the band, actually, because they have stories behind all of the different characters, he's been in a few different car accidents and such, and sort of lost some of his brain capacity. Murdoch, the bassist of the band, is the self-proclaimed frontman. He's got a huge ego, and he's a Satanist, which kind of adds kind of a weird feel to the band. And it can be seen in a lot of the different videos where there's just sort of this undead theme, just weird stuff. Noodle, the guitarist, basically stereotypical 11-year-old Asian girl. In the band's story, she was dropped off at Kong Studios, their headquarters, as a baby, just in a basket outside their door. And Russell is their drummer, and he's from New York City. And he, from time to time, communicates with ghosts of other musical artists that just kind of pop out of his head. Discography and music. Their first studio album, Gorillas, came out in March 2001. It went platinum in the US, and it featured mostly the work of Dan the Automator Nakamura and Del the Funky Homo Sapien. They, however, left the project, and for Demon Days, that was produced by Danger Mouse, and both those actually, still had Hewitt and Albarn working on them as well, as a whole bunch of other artists. And then Plastic Beach is the one that they will have coming out in 2010. Music. Okay, so their music is actually taken from a whole lot of different places. They have just different cultural styles. They have a lot of different Latin things. They've also incorporated some Oriental different themes in their music. So they're taking and pulling what they want from a lot of different places. And then they also incorporate a lot of different styles. They definitely have rock, hip hop, pop, trip hop, different electronic stuff. Artists like Dan the Automator Nakamura was known for using a lot more of just sort of like the spacey type themes and a lot of the free-flowing type music. And the use of media really kind of ties it together, because the actual productions, they consider their animations, their music videos, if you will, to be the true representation of the band. So through media, they're able to tie it all together, and they have sort of this inseparable package that is the Gorillas, which is the music and the characters and the animations and the narratives behind it. So that's the Gorillas.